Hi there, everyone. Welcome to our channel. My name is Melissa St. Clair, also known as Silvia Nightrose, and this is Cherie Phillips.
I'm Cherie Phillips with Melody Wellness. So nice of you to join us today.
Yes, absolutely. And I also do Sacred Nightrose Healing. And today we're here to talk about the second part of our Tandem Healing, which is emotion codes and compassion key healing. It's amazing what these modalities are really doing. It's not necessarily that these modalities are healing you. Any of these modalities are really healing you. What's taking place is you being at that willingness, being at that vibration and openness to receive whatever comes through when you're doing these different modalities. And that is something that is so important for everybody to understand because we can only do so much, but it's up to you on whether or not you're willing to receive the information that comes through us, that comes through you. It's about the agreement, and it's about the soul agreement between our souls working with your soul. So,
Very beautifully said, Melissa.
thank you. And also, this to let you know, this is not a substitute for mental health and medical health. This is something that can work along with it.
Correct.
This is definitely something else that's important to make sure to express as well.
Yes.
We are also going to be doing the sound healing that we did last time in our video, but this time we're doing it not just as a demonstration, we're actually doing it so you can relax and enjoy what's being said here.
Yes. Allows you to open to receive the information, give more clarity into what is to come your way for new thoughts, new beginnings. If you'd like to sit back and close your eyes, take a big deep breath, and imagine that breath going straight into your heart. Let that breath out. Then I'd like you to take another big deep breath. Go all the way down to your toes. And picturing your toes to grow roots out of it. Let go of the breath. Think of a space that makes you feel happy and at peace. Allow the frequencies to come in and wash you down like you're in a rain. May your heart be open and willing to accept.
That was fantastic. I really felt that.
Wonderful.
Really felt that. And you're doing an awesome job with that. Thank you so much, Cherie.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Now, today we are going to start with emotion codes. Emotion codes, in so many respects, is about identifying, acknowledging, and releasing. It is about the idea that we feel like we have trapped emotions, whether we realize it or not. And these trapped emotions are due to different traumas that happen in our life. And actually, from what I'm learning, is that it isn't always from childhood that we have these trapped emotions. These trapped emotions can actually be something that happened in our past that had to do with a car accident. It could have had to do with just any kind of trauma that you may have been going through, even in your adult life. And what's beautiful is that once you have this realization, with the trapped emotions, and even trapped emotions and having heart walls to be able to release these things, you'll start to see things differently. You'll feel better. It's amazing. The way it works is that we do what's called muscle testing. And in the muscle testing, you're actually having, I know it sounds kind of strange, but you're having a conversation with your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind holds everything. And when you can actually have conversation, it's yes or no questions that you get to ask the subconscious mind as to what you may be holding on to that gets to be released. And the more that you do this, it can actually take one time, as amazing as it is, because it may not be something as traumatic, but it could be one time, or it could be over a series of times. Either way, as you go along, you'll start to notice a big difference. Being able to go through and talk with your subconscious mind about something that you've been holding on to, we don't always realize. And that's why it feels separate from us. That's why it feels like it's something else outside of ourselves, because we're not as connected with our subconscious mind as it would be beneficial to. This is something that I feel is very beneficial in our tandem healing, to go along with what we talked about before with the Reiki and the sound healing. With the compassion key, the compassion key is where you can acknowledge something that's going on and being able to give it compassion, whatever the parts of you that you may have shut off or shut away, that you may not even realize you've done. And it's not a blame thing. It's just an understanding thing. When you actually are able to face it and be able to give it compassion and love, you'll start to see a big shift in the way you look at things. Because when we're children, there's only one perspective that we know of. There's only one perspective that, with the things that's going on around us, with our peers and the adults and all that, we don't realize that we've been taking on everybody's energy, and we've been taking on everybody's beliefs. So therefore, when we do that, we hold on to it and we put it in our subconscious mind. So the emotion codes and the compassion key go along really well together. because of those things. Being able to have these realizations, being able to give it compassion and release it too before you completely release it. Being able to give it something that felt heard and felt seen, especially when us as children may not have felt that. And there's still stuff that we hold on to as children. We hold on to in adulthood as children. That's why sometimes it may seem like things are feeling childish. And so being able to help heal that part of it by releasing it, by giving it acknowledgement and giving it the feeling of being seen and heard can help all of it. When we use different phrases, for example, I'm so sorry you felt abandoned. I'm so sorry you believe you weren't enough. When these phrases are spoken, it's not necessarily that you're saying you're sorry because of guilt or that you're doing something wrong. You're saying that I'm sorry as giving compassion. I'm sorry you went through this. I'm sorry this has happened to you. You're saying it in a way that's as if somebody's giving you comfort. Somebody outside of you is seeing you, even though it's you seeing yourself. It's a beautiful thing when you put it all together.
Yes. So I have some questions on both of those different healing modalities, and I see how they can go really beautiful together. The emotion codes. How is it that you get your subconscious to talk for you?
With the muscle testing, what you're doing is, especially when you're in a relaxed state, the practitioner, one of us, can ask the questions to the body. And with the muscle testing, there's different ways of doing it. There's the one that's a sway test. So you'll either sway back or you'll sway forward. And that's indicating a yes or no. There's also the arm test like this. When you ask a yes or no question to your body and your subconscious mind feels strongly about it, yes, then your arm will actually stay strong. When it's a no, your body actually goes weak and your arm will actually go down. And that's how it communicates with you.
Can you force your body to do something that it really won't, that isn't true?
You can, if you're that kind of resistant.
Yeah.
If you still have an expectation and intention that this is not going to work.
Can you fudge and make something true that isn't really true? Will your body tell the truth? Will your subconscious tell the truth?
As long as you stay in that relaxed, open state, then whatever comes through will come through in the most natural way.
In other words, your subconscious won't lie for you.
No.
It will always tell the truth.
Yes.
That's
but if you're taking over consciously, you take it over consciously, then you're not gonna see the truth. You can actually still see it as look like it's true, but there's actually ways of being able to notice the difference. When you're doing muscle testing with the hand, with the arm, you'll feel more resistance. Like somebody's trying really hard.
To hold it. Yeah.
That could come across as maybe looking like that, but it's really not. It's not meant to be forced. When everything's feeling forced, it's not going to come out right.
Now, the other question to that, how is it that you come up with the questions that you would ask your subconscious? How is it that you would even know which direction to go in?
Okay, so Dr. Bradley came up with a formula that allows the trapped emotions also can be in different parts of your body, and maybe where you're feeling hurt, where you're feeling pain, or you're feeling something in your body, and that could actually be the trapped emotion. Your subconscious mind knows all of it. He's come up with a formula to be able to ask where it is in the body, and asking the yes or no questions, process of elimination of where it's coming from. Did it come from childhood? Did it come from like that happened just recently, or something that to that degree? It just whatever it starts with whatever that trapped emotion is in the body first.
Uh-huh.
He set up a chart that shows the different body parts, and then it shows the different emotions that go along with it, so that when you go in and actually do it and you ask the questions that you ask, it will do a process of elimination. See, because also trapped emotions don't just come from the traumas in your lifetime. It can also come from inherited trapped emotions, something that happened in your family's lifetime, and it's been passed down. It doesn't always have to do with the physical. It can have to do everything with the emotional too. It's a beautiful thing when you actually see it playing out.
It sounds like things out of nowhere that you would even expect could come up, or possibly even things that you could totally relate to and totally made sense as you're going along with these trapped emotions.
When you start connecting the dots.
Yeah.
What would you say your experience was with the emotion codes when I was able to do it on you?
It was pretty cool. So many different things came up. Probably what was the most mind blowing for me was when we did it with the dogs, and I could be the surrogate. I know what my dogs have had health problems or their situations in life, and how those things have led to trapped emotions for their health. It was pretty cool how I could be a surrogate for someone or an animal that can't speak for themselves. Other than that, I don't know how to say it other than you need to try it yourself, because experience is your answers. And you really have to experience it to feel it, to understand it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's beautiful, like she was saying about the surrogate, what's beautiful is you can actually even do it on people who are in a coma.
Yeah.
You can do it remotely. You can do it all kinds of different ways that allow this to happen in any way possible. That's one of the things that is so beautiful, like I said, about the modalities, all of these different modalities that we put together into this tandem healing. The variations of it and the ways we can be able to do it, the ways that are possible to make it happen.
It really flows beautiful together.
It really does.
Yeah.
And between that, the modalities that we have learned for ourselves and we put together with each other, it flows beautifully.
And I've seen it open certain family members' eyes to certain things when they've done the emotion codes that I didn't think that they were willing to accept. They really felt it was cool to see and allowed it to release, when I didn't think that that family member would be willing to even look at something different. Sometimes people have a hard time visualizing something that they can't physically see. sometimes it's hard to understand unless you can't tangible see it. You have to feel it. And I saw some changes in that family member that was really beautiful,
Yes.
allowing them to open up, release, and heal.
Yes. And that's because they said they were ready.
Yes, exactly. It took a long time, but they got there.
Exactly. That's all that
Great.
matters.
Still doing great. Still going strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And
being able to watch the different people that we have worked with, the things that shifted in them,
yes,
the things that have shifted their awareness,
yes.
that allowed them to let go, whatever it is they've been holding on to. It's beautiful.
And then coming to compassion key, how is that in a different way than emotion codes? How is it differently? What is the perspective differently?
Well, with the emotion codes, you're giving yourself an awareness and being able to have acknowledgement of what is taking place. And then your subconscious mind is the one that gets to say, well, we're going to release this and let it go. With the compassion key, it feels more like being able to have not only the awareness and acknowledgement of it, it's being able to give it that compassion and love before you let it go. That way you can actually feel the love that goes along with it. I'm not saying that the emotion codes isn't feeling love. Emotion codes feels more direct. It feels like more of a direct approach. Let's get to this. We're doing the process of elimination. We're going to make it happen. We're going to find it, and we get to eliminate when our subconscious mind is ready. There may be something we're still holding on to, that a belief that we have to hold on to this for benefits, that we get to release it and let it go when we're ready.
So, in compassion key, how is it that you would release and go on to the next phase? What is the process?
With the compassion key, it's about being able to visualize and feel there's a lot of visualization going on with that. And sometimes you may not be able to visualize it, but you can really feel the emotions to it. There's a lot more emotion that you're going to feel with it. Especially when you speak the phrases. You're speaking phrases that allows your subconscious mind to open up in a different way, where things start coming up for you. Wow, I didn't realize this. Wow, okay. And you will, more likely than not, you'll feel a lot more emotion with it. You can feel a lot more emotional release than you might with the emotion codes.
So it brings it up and allow it to release. We don't keep on continuing the pattern. We allow it to go on.
Right.
Let go of it and go on with ourselves.
Exactly.
What you're saying?
Yes. And not only that, with the emotion codes, there may be just something that comes up and you realize it. You might feel emotions with it. You might feel very emotional with it. But it just seems a lot more like once you've released it, you just feel lighter. Like, wow, okay. I feel like I'm doing something different now. With the compassion key, really sitting in it, you're really being in the emotion of it. And sometimes feeling that can have a lot more lasting impact because you've allowed yourself to be able to feel the emotion without somebody telling you, no, stop that. Because that's what we've been taught as children. When we feel an emotion, and we really don't understand. And we start crying or whatever we feel, or angry. And we're told, stop that.
Yes. But you're in a space that you're allowed to let it out.
Exactly.
In a non-judging surroundings.
Yes.
Yeah. And you leave not feeling like you have to keep on sitting with it.
Yes. Exactly. And, things might come up later on for you that you realize, and you get to be with it and feel the emotion of it, and then being able to release it and let it go.
A different perspective. That's what I have felt with Compassion Key.
Yes. So when the first time that you did it, Cherie, what was the experience that you had?
It was more to the base with childhood, and I really never looked at it at the angle that I was allowed to look at it, far as living in a condition of like a perfect look of a child, perfect way of being a daughter, and being where my parents were at mentally and physically. It helped me to let go of that burden that I had to be that certain image that they expect me to be. And I felt a lot happier when I left, more content, and knowing that I was my own person and just perfect the way I was. Nobody's conditioning but my own.
Right.
Loving myself just as who I am.
Because we believe that we don't have the choice to be able to feel that.
Exactly. I thought I had to be this cookie cutter pattern to be the right little girl.
Right. And with the Compassion Key, it gives us that choice to feel that way.
Yes.
It gives us the freedom, the choice to feel different about whatever situation was going on.
And in turn, I also felt a different kind of love for my parents. It's hard to all explain it at this moment, but I didn't have such frustration with it. I had more love towards them.
Right. Love and compassion.
Uh-huh.
And it's a beautiful thing, because then we can stop being the victim of whatever circumstance we were going through at that time.
Yeah. And then being the victim also plays a role into what our childhood was, onto in our relationships with our children, our mate, our friends, flows over to everything else.
Exactly.
And letting go of that.
And what's really cool, because next time that we do our video, we're going to be talking about revisioning and scripting. And that flows from the Compassion Key into the revisioning and scripting.
Yes, they flow beautiful together.
It really does. And we will be explaining that a lot more next time. This time, though, the Compassion Key, I tell you, for my own work with it, because I am a Compassion Key practitioner, I've been certified with it. And not only did I take a class to do it, I got to experience my own emotions from it that allowed me to stop being a victim of my circumstance with my father. It allowed me to actually shift my awareness and understanding of where my father was at in times that he was going through things, as well as my mother. This is something that is just amazing, because for me, once I did that, once I've actually let go of those things that caused me to feel like I'm a victim of my circumstance, I actually have a very close relationship with my father. It's a lot closer than it was. And I'm very grateful for that. My mom, she's no longer around. And I realized a lot of things about that too. And I've given a lot of love and forgiveness on myself for the things that happened in my past with her. At the same time, it's also helped me realize the positive things that I got to do growing up, because I was so caught up in all the negative things that were happening. Life looked like it was a horrible thing that I was going through. But once I've actually did the compassion key on myself, and I was able to realize there were a lot of positive things too. It wasn't all chaos and mayhem.
That's a great perspective to look at it in a different point of view.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of peace, I can see.
It also helped me with having better relationships with men. Because a lot of times the men that I was attracting, I was seeing them a lot like my father in a controlling way. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
I was feeling trapped because of it. Now I feel like the next relationship that I end up in, it feels more like the free flow that I get to be in, because I see me.
Yes. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So would you like me to some closure for us today?
Sure. Mm.
May these modalities resonate with you, and you find an interest to find a healing that you've never experienced before.
Yes. I will be putting a link down below for you to be able to sign up with us and to be able to do the session with us. We can do this online. And if you are in Las Vegas, Cherie's got her room there available, and you can be right in it as well.
Definitely.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We make it so available for anybody to do this who's ready to do this, who's ready to stop making excuses and make it happen for growth and prosperity.
You deserve it.
Yes,
You deserve it.
absolutely. I
Yes.
believe everybody deserves this.
And if you've made it this far in our video, you realize you really want it in your life.
You definitely want something shift in your life. And we thank you so much for watching our video as well. We are so happy to do this for all of you. And we do it for ourselves too.
This is our hobby.
Yes,
If
exactly.
you have any questions, please contact us, respond. We would love to hear from you.
Yes, I will definitely put our email down there as well. So
Thank you so much.
thank you all so much for watching. May you have a wonderful and beautiful day today. Until next time, universal love and namaste.
Bless you all.